Selected. Screen recording. Settings. Active.
Hello everyone, this is Nicholas Acosta, and today we are going to look at the new control center in iOS 11. And I'm doing this video because I promised I promised all my subscribers that I was going to do a video on this. So we're going to take a look at what's new in the control center. So right now, as you can see, I'm in the dialog. I'm actually in the control center right now, and I want to let everyone know that with the latest version of iOS, right now we're on 11.0.1, which was released on Tuesday. I want to let everyone know that nothing has changed in 11.0.1. Just a bunch of under the hood bug fixes, probably security improvements, VoiceOver improvements, but nothing, I think they made it a little bit faster. They probably improved battery performance, things like that. But we're going to take a look at the control center, and right now I'm in the control center, and
Airplane mode, switched button, off. Airplane mode, switched button, off.
And, so we're at the top of the list here. Now, here's the thing. In iOS 10, if you remember, Control Center had 3 pages, 3 panes. You would have your normal airplane Wi-Fi, everything on page 1. Then page 2, you had all your media controls, and then page 3, you were able to access your HomeKit settings and things like that. Well, all that information is still there, but the control center is highly customizable. Certain things you can't remove, and others you can, and others you can add. But it's all going to be on one page from now on. You're not going to have 3 pages. You're going to have everything on one page, and you can add. I'm going to show you how to get into the control center settings. And we are going to go to the control center settings right now. I'm going to hit the home button to go into the main settings view.
Settings, heading, Nicholas, Apple ID, Apple, finish, airplane, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cell, control center, button, selected, settings,
now,
back button.
We're in the control center.
Settings, back button.
I'm going to flick right.
Controls, swipe up from the bottom of the screen to view control center.
Yes, of course, with VoiceOver, you look for the status bar, and then you swipe up from the status bar.
Access within apps, on. Allow access to control center within apps. When disabled, you can still access control center from the home screen. Customize controls, button.
This is the new option, customize controls. We're going to double tap.
Selected control center, back button.
Okay.
Add and organize additional controls to appear in control center.
Perfect.
Include heading.
This is where you include
flashlight.
You can include
actions available.
Flashlight.
Reorder flashlight.
You can
button.
reorder.
Draggable. Double tap and hold. Wait for the sound. Then drag to rearrange.
And
Actions
you can
available.
rearrange.
Flashlight. Actions available. Flashlight.
So
actions
you
available.
can reorder how everything is displayed in the control center. But here's what you can add or remove. You can add
flashlight. Reorder timer. Reorder timer. Calculator. Reorder calculator. Camera. Reorder camera. Screen recording. Reorder screen recording.
Is what I'm using now.
More controls. Heading.
More controls.
Insert accessibility shortcuts. Button. 1 of 12.
Shortcut.
Insert accessibility shortcuts. Button. 1 of 12.
And it'll tell you the number of items that are in here, which is cool. But accessibility shortcut can be added to Control Center. So if you're a VoiceOver user, you can toggle VoiceOver on and off. Also, you still have the option of triple clicking the home button if you set that up in accessibility under accessibility shortcut, or you can actually ask Siri to turn on and off VoiceOver or other accessibility features such as the magnifier you can use, or the low vision settings can be accessed through that. Anything that works with accessibility shortcut, but VoiceOver can still be toggled on and off using Siri.
Insert accessibility shortcut. Accessibility shortcuts. Insert alarm. Alarm. Insert Apple TV remote button. 3 of 12. Insert Apple TV remote button. 3 of 12.
And this is new. Whenever you want to insert an item, you just look for this insert button, you double tap it, and it's automatically added to the Control Center. Now the Apple TV one is new. You can always download the Apple TV remote app from the App Store for free, but Apple has included this control in here. You don't have to add it to the Control Center if you don't want to, but when you hit insert, it'll show up in the Control Center, and when you double tap it, you can use the iPhone as a virtual Apple TV remote, and everything is gesture based, so you have to get used to it. The Apple TV remote, the actual remote that comes with the Apple TV is hardware. It's you can feel those buttons, and of course there's a touch area on the physical remote. You also have the app, but you also have this built-in one in iOS 11.
Apple insert do not disturb while driving. Apple TV insert do not disturb. Insert do not disturb while driving. Insert do not disturb while driving button. 4 of 12.
So
insert do not disturb while driving
this,
button.
You can
4 of 12.
You can insert do not disturb while driving. This is useful when someone who has an iPhone that's driving. If you receive a text message or something, it'll automatically send back a reply telling the person, "I'm driving. I'll get back to you soon," or something like that.
Apple insert alarm. Apple insert do not disturb. Do not insert guided access button. Guided insert low power mode.
Low power mode.
Insert magnifier. Button. Insert notes button. Note insert stopwatch button. Stop insert text size button. Text insert voice memos button. Insert wallet wallet. Voice memos. Text size. Insert stopwatch. Insert stopwatch button. Insert stopwatch button. 9 of 12. Stopwatch. Insert stopwatch button. 9 of 12. Insert text size button. 10 of insert text size
that I
button.
didn't
10 of 12.
Miss
Text insert text
and I don't
control center.
I missed
Back
anything.
button.
So that's what you can insert. Now, when you first install iOS 11, like I was trying to look for the screen recorder and I couldn't find it. And I checked under these settings. I went into the Control Center settings, went into customize settings, and it was hiding in there toward, not towards the bottom of the page, but it was in there. And I just hit the insert button. Now I'm not gonna even worry about reordering them because it really doesn't matter the order that it's in to me. But here's what you can't remove. You can't remove the cellular option, the airplane mode, the Wi-Fi. That stays there. That stays there. And you can't remove the media controls are always there in the Control Center. If you're using an iPad Pro for example, you get to access the media controls in the apps, which are in this case on the iPhone. You're able to access them in the control center as well. So we're gonna back out of
Control
here.
center, back button, settings, back button, settings, back button, settings, heading.
For those of you that are wondering, I'm using the Alex voice in VoiceOver right now. I was using this new Siri female voice in iOS 11 for some of my previous videos, but
set 3 of 5 bars, signal.
I'm not doing that right now.
Airplane mode, airplane mode, switched button, off. Double tap cellular data,
The
switch
cellular is
button,
new.
on. Wi-Fi, not connected. Bluetooth, not connected.
That was there.
Media controls,
Media
music.
controls.
Rewind, dimmed, play, button,
play,
fast forward, lock rotation, switch button, do not disturb, switch button, brightness, 49, volume, 69%, and screen mirroring, flashlight, button, timer, button, calculator,
and
time,
of course,
flash, screen mirroring, use 3D touch to show more controls, screen mirroring, use 3D touch to show more controls.
If you have an Apple TV or you have a smart TV that supports screen mirroring, you can actually, if you're showing photos or videos, or you're doing, you have like a Keynote or Pages, if you have like a Keynote slideshow or PowerPoint slideshow opened up, you can use this to mirror it to the TV screen so that your viewers can see what you're doing. And of course, a new feature is also in iOS 11 where you can if you're playing something, you can choose whether it's going to come through the iPhone, or you can set it up to come through the speakers. If you're using Bluetooth, you can set this up as well.
Flashlight button.
Have your flashlight.
Timer button. Screen mirror.
Okay,
Flashlight timer. Calculator. Button. Camera. Button. Selected. Screen recording. Selected. Select camera. Button.
Or
use 3D touch. Camera. Button. Use 3D touch to show more controls. Actions available.
And of
News
course,
now. Bleacher Report. Russell. Camera.
Okay,
button.
so
use 3D camera.
Let's see.
Button. Use 3D touch to show more controls. Actions available.
Okay, so if you have an iPhone 6s or above that supports 3D touch, you can 3D touch on here, and like the camera controls, you can take a picture from here. You can do probably other things. The screen recorder option, you can 3D touch on there, and it will show you can 3D touch in there, and you can turn on or off the microphone if you want to use the microphone or not. You can stop recording from within there. But being that we're getting close to the end of the video, I can just flick right and double tap on the screen recorder button, and that'll stop the recording. VoiceOver says selected right now because it's recording. So with that, I want to thank everyone for listening to this video, and have fun exploring the new control center in iOS 11. You're not going to break anything. Explore the settings and tell me what you think. Thank you for listening.
Selected. Screen
Goodbye.
recording button.